Thank you, Dr. Neha Kakar, and all those participants in this session. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the 1946th day of continuous and uninterrupted Zoom session of IFPH. Let us start today's program with a silent prayer for 1 minute. Thank you and welcome back. Today we have with us Dr. Venugopal Reddiar, MD, MRCP, ABIM USA. He is a very familiar, regular participant of this platform. And today's topic is stress busters, simple and easy ways. So stress is a common factor and constant factor in recent day life. So on behalf of IFPH, and welcome Dr. Venugopal Reddiar, sir. You can have the platform for the next 40 minutes. It's over to you, sir. Please proceed.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Pansite webinar. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes. Audible. Yeah.
Good. Okay, let me start this slideshow. Topic is stress busters, simple and easy methods. That is Swami Vivekananda. He authored that book, Meditation and Its Methods. How to meditate. Paramahansa Yogananda was an author of Kriya Yoga also. Swami Chinmayananda. So the complete book of yoga by Swami Vivekananda. The essence of Kriya Yoga, Paramahamsa Yogananda. Swami Chinmayananda, Karma Yoga. There is a reason for showing these slides. Because it's an illusion, I use the word illusion, that yoga and meditation are stress busters. No. I'm sure that some of you may not even like this comment. Who is this guy? He is saying that yoga and meditation are not stress busters? Yes. You want to know the facts? Do you know that Swami Vivekananda, you can verify all these facts. He suffered from chronic insomnia. He was not able to get more than just 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And he suffered from frequent headaches. So he practiced yoga, meditation, which are supposed to deal with all the stress-related symptoms. They didn't work. And you know that he died at the age of 39. Now coming to Paramahamsa Yogananda. Kriya Yoga, meditation, and he was in USA. And he died at the age of 59. Sudden heart failure, he collapsed. He was only 59. Swami Chinmayananda authored all these books on yoga, meditation. Many yajna, different, conducted. At the age of 53, he sustained heart attack. At the age of 53. Then at the age of 64, he underwent quadruple bypass surgery. Tell me, is this information new for you? If it is new, put N in the chat box. I have shared certain facts. If it is new, I want to know how many of you were aware of these facts. If you are not aware, put N in the chat box, my dear friends. Okay, N. Ilashnaji. Okay, PH. Why others are silent? What happened? You have some kind of a weakness or paralysis of your fingers?
No, sir, we are aware of that. We are aware of that. That's why I'm keeping silent, sir.
Oh, okay. Some of you are aware. Okay, see, many people are not aware. Those who are not aware. Because many people are not aware. That is why. If you are aware of that one, then you will agree with me that yoga and meditation are not the panacea for stress. Swami Chinmayananda must have experienced a lot of stress because he wanted to expand his Chinmaya mission. So he has got an objective, a mission, stress. Swami Vivekananda traveling extensively again to spread his mission. Okay? Sri Ramakrishna, yoga, Hindu, spirituality. They all experienced stuff. They could not protect themselves or prevent the onset of these symptoms. That is the message. Then comes, because now these days, yoga and meditation, that has become a big booming business. My goodness. The reason I chose this topic was last Sunday, the World Meditation Day. And a couple of people forwarded me a link to a couple of webinars. I don't want to mention the names of those posts. They're all very, very famous. And they are talking about meditation. Meditation. That is the remedy, and they're charging meditation course 1,000 to 2,000 rupees for 1 week course. Big business, booming business. So that is why I thought of giving this talk to. It is high time somebody must speak up. I thought that somebody will be me. Many people, they won't dare to. They're thinking, what will happen? Oh, people may hate you, or you'll be unpopular. I'm not doing these things for getting popularity. I want to enlighten. I want to just shatter the false beliefs. Is it understood? Have you understood? If you have put understood, you in the chat box. I want to make sure that I am clear, that we are all on the same page. I'm not here to, okay, thank you, Vedasanaji. Okay. Understood. Okay. Manoj, thank you. "14 cases of student suicides reported from Kota so far in 2025. They didn't go to Kota to commit suicide. They didn't go to Kota to commit suicide. Teenagers. Who is responsible? Their parents. Obviously, they forced them to go and prepare for the NEET examination, JEE, civil service examination. They are experiencing tremendous amount of stress. It's an ugly fact. That is, a stress is killing millions of people worldwide. So that is one of the reasons I chose this topic. How to prevent. And every year, for your information, every year in USA, around 400 doctors, they commit suicide. Doctors don't commit suicide. Oh, because I'm very happy. I'm excited. Yeah. Let me go and commit suicide. No. Because they are not able to manage or cope with the stress. Medical schools, we don't teach. In the medical schools, do you learn anything about how to manage stress? They teach about how to manage diabetes, high blood pressure, symptomatic treatment. And underneath, behind all these, most of these one conditions, stress is a key player. Who is Amar Singh Chahal? Former IPS officer, that is a retired IPS officer, attempts suicide after being duped of rupees 8 crore in cyber fraud. IPS officer retired, he was also cheated by the fraudsters because of greed. Greed motivated that person to invest money. They promised some 800% returns. Gone. Committing suicide, does it make any sense? If it doesn't make any sense, put NS. Does it make any sense? You commit suicide because you lost money. No sense. Eh? Money loss can always be recovered or regained. But life lost is lost forever. Thank you, Jaisanji. So it is a wrong assumption that is okay, people who are IPS, IAS, doctors, engineers, oh, they are very intelligent, they are smart, they know how to manage the business. That's why I'm sharing all these facts. Maharashtra police arrest 7 in rupees 58 crore digital arrest scam. Latest one is digital arrest. Are you aware of that one? If you are aware, put A in the chat box. Digital arrest all over India. Okay, thank you, Virashnaji. What about others? If you are not aware, so that means only Dr. Afzal and some 3 or 4 people are aware. Others are unaware. That is the problem. That is the problem. People are not aware of this kind of a digital arrest scam. They are so busy with other things. They don't read newspapers. They don't read newspapers. They don't keep themselves updated about what is going on in the real world. And they become easily victims of that one. So take home message. This is my message. Spend at least 10 minutes every day to read newspaper. Don't tell me. Don't bullshit me that you don't have 10 minutes. You spend a lot of time watching some TV, useless debates, TV news. No. This is essential. Otherwise, that guy, even that IPS officer, most probably he might not have been even reading the newspapers. 8 crores gone. All these digital arrest in Kerala, and Bishop also. He also was put under digital arrest. He lost lakhs of money. And retired High Court judge. This came in the newspaper. On Shashidharan Nambiar from Kerala, he lost some 90 lakhs. Yeah. They don't have the time to read the newspaper. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. If I'm right, then so people, what is the solution? That's what I'm saying. How to prevent? This is simple. This is simple. A 10-minute spending on reading the newspaper. Okay, thank you, Lakshmiji. That will save your money, save your peace of mind. Simple. Do it. No salary for 5 years. Kerala teacher dies by suicide. In a private school. That teacher, do you think that that teacher is intelligent or stupid? If you think that teacher is stupid, put S in the chat box. 5 years. What prevented that teacher in continuing with that job in that place without getting a salary? What prevented that person in sending a legal notice, hiring a lawyer and sending a notice to get the salary, and you end your life? Is it not stupid? Literacy. Kerala claims, okay, 100% literacy rate. And we are Prabuddha. Prabuddha. Buddha means enlightened. Prabuddha means super enlightened. No. Bank manager commits suicide in Bihar's Saharsa. Last note says, I am dying due to work pressure. Please give job to wife. Work pressure? What kind of a work pressure are we talking about? You cannot manage that work pressure. You commit suicide and you ask them to give the job to my wife so that she will also experience work pressure and she will also commit suicide and join me. Okay, I am committing suicide because it's too much, but I want you to give that job to my wife. Let her also experience work pressure. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. That is stupidity. That is stupidity, height of stupidity. Why work pressure? Because you don't know how to manage your time management skills. If you know how to manage time effectively and efficiently, 90% of the work pressure is gone. If you don't know, you will be spending till 9 o'clock. If you know how to do certain things, the art of delegation, you can finish your work, even if you are a bank manager, before 6 o'clock. But some people, 9 o'clock, they burn out. And when I offer some talks on the time management, they don't come. They are so busy. Yeah, I have conducted many workshops and even webinars on how to. Thank you, Ramadevi ji. This is very important. I like this quotation very much. There is no such thing as a stress-free life. No evidence has ever been presented which suggests that a stress-free life can ever be achieved. Stress can be managed, relieved, and lessened, but never eliminated. Stress-free life is, that is my own quote, is impossible. Stress-less life is possible. Trump, Modi, Putin, Modi. Tell me, is their life stress-free? If it is not stress-free, is it highly stressful? If it is highly stressful, put H, yes. Being the Prime Minister of India, is it something like a cakewalk, jolly life, or is it highly stressful? Put HS in the chat box, my dear friends. I want to know whether you think that Modi's job is stress-free or highly stressful. Okay? Highly stressful. Every day is not that only once a week or once a month. Every day is highly stressful. We have how many opposition parties? Not in USA, Republican, Democrat, that's all. In India, you have for every state some regional political party. And you have to deal with all this. And frequent elections. Highly stressful. Did he ever attempt suicide? Modi? And what about Trump also? Is it highly stressful? Different kinds of war in different places, the worldwide. What about Putin for more than 3.5 years, that Ukraine war, numerous sanctions. Now, do you agree that life is highly stressful for Trump, Putin, and Modi? If you agree, put A in the chat box. I'm going to explain subsequently how they are able to cope up with this stress. And they don't run away. Second time also they are ready to. Okay, third time. Okay, Modi is not running away. Oh, it is very stressful. I don't want this job. My goodness. Enough. No. Trump also. Oh, enough. No. Second time. Putin for nearly 20 years. No. We have to learn certain lessons from the politicians. And people they are very, very Torikatti. Torikatti. Yeah, Torikatti. Thick-skinned. No. Strong-minded. It is not the skin. It is that mental strength. Learn from the politicians instead of being very sarcastic and belittling. Lalu Prasad Yadav, you know that he was convicted and he was in the jail for a few years. Now also he is on bail. Who is that guy? Chidambaram, former finance minister, going to Tihar jail on his way. He is smiling and he is waving his hand. Yeah. He is very excited as if he is going to a 5-star hotel. He is going to Tihar jail. He is going on a picnic. That is the attitude of the politicians. And they know how to handle. Lalu Prasad is so smart because that is where the thinking skill comes. Thinking skill. What did he do? You know that he is in jail. If somebody else becomes the chief minister, then they can make his life miserable. So he immediately made his wife, who was a hardly 4th grader or 5th grader, Rabri Devi, the chief minister. So that he had a very comfortable life inside the prison. Yeah, he enjoyed. Very good stay. He was inside the prison, but life was comfortable. So no stress. Am I right? If I'm right, put in the chat box. Learn from the Lalu Prasad Yadav. They teach you. Yes, people don't realize that. They make fun of him. Stop making fun of this Lalu Prasad Yadav. They know how to. And Chidambaram Chettiar also, yeah. 100 days he was there. He's out. He's on bail. He didn't commit suicide. Thank you. These are all facts. Facts, facts, facts. Politician's mindset is a must for health and wealth. I gave this talk. It is there on the YouTube. My mission is to inform, inspire, and influence. My webinars are based on facts, stories, and quotations. I have already shared some stories. Did you like these stories? If you like to put a L in the chat box. And I want to get the feedback. I want to know whether whatever I'm saying, okay, Villahaji. My dear friends, put L. That again, do you have any weakness? Please give me your feedback. That will make me feel good about what I am doing. At least you can do that one. When you go to listen to some politicians, they class, yeah, they encourage the politicians. But a person like me, I'm giving a talk. I'm requesting you to give me your feedback. If you like, put L in the chat box. What stops you from putting the L? What stops you from putting the L? Do you have weakness, paralysis? So that is a problem, you guys. You don't encourage. You don't appreciate. You don't encourage, appreciate the efforts taken by somebody else. Okay, Rema Devi ji, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Only 2 people without any paralysis of the hands are able to give the feedback. I know that some of you may not like me because I'm blunt. I'm expressing my honest feelings. That is my strength. Not even once. I'm very transparent. There are many books on stress busters, stress busters, stress buster, stress busters. I don't preach what I don't practice. I don't misinform and mislead others. I preach what I practice. There are people, many hypocrites. One example, take the case of many doctors. I know because some of my friends, seniors, juniors, doctors, they know that is alcoholism. Alcohol consumption is bad for liver and it can cause cirrhosis and early death. Some of them, they drink 1 to 2 shots every day. But they urge the patients. You must stop drinking, and they urge the wife, you should not let him drink. That is hypocrisy. They don't practice what they preach. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box, my dear friends. Because I don't know whether some of you are there. Yeah, I'm not seeing your video. Maybe you have joined and you are sitting somewhere in the toilet or somewhere else. How do I know? So if it is clear, put C in the chat box. Then I know that is you are there. Yes, Ramadevi. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Villahaji, thank you. So only 3 people are there. Others are sitting in the toilet. Stressor, what is a stressor? Any stimulus that causes physical, emotional, or mental stress. That is a stressor. What exactly is meditation? If your attention is focused on something, I repeat, if your attention is focused on something, such as a negative thought, a worrying thought, your attention is on that thought, or a mantra, chanting a mantra, or focusing on breathing, that action is meditation. Is this clear? Is this definition? I have made it as simple as possible. So what does it mean? We are all meditating most of the time. Many people, they don't realize. If you are worried about something, your mind is focused on that thought. That means you are constantly meditating. Clear, Dr. Ramadevi ji? You are meditating. It is not that some 15 minutes or 20 minutes of that meditation. That one is short period, but the whole day you are meditating on negative thoughts. Okay, thank you, Mozilla. So that meditation is doing harm. What is yoga? Practice of connecting body, breath, mind through physical poses, asanas, breathing exercises, and meditation. Yoga is good for achieving overall flexibility and mental clarity. So I make it clear. I won't say that yoga is useless, but yoga helps that way, but it is not a stress buster. I'm going to explain with the real life some analogies, examples. The fourth types of stress is money related, and we know, I shared. That guy, IPS officer, attempted suicide. Many other people, because they lose their money, lack of money, that salary, not getting the salary, money related, that school teacher, she committed suicide. Work related, that guy, bank manager, yeah, pressure, work pressure, burnout. These days, many young guys, they are suffering a lot, especially IT sector guys. Relationship related, that explains why all these divorce. Family court, more and more family courts. In Kerala, it started some 40 years at one. Now there are some more than 30 family courts. Why more than 30? Plenty of that one. Stress, that relationship related divorce. Is this clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. I want to make sure whether we are on the same page. Otherwise, okay, thank you, Vilashnaji. Okay, thank you, Musamali-ji. So, stressor. Then health related. Yes, if somebody diagnoses you are having breast cancer, or having lung cancer, or some other severe health problem, that will be a stressor. Thank you, Ramadevi. 8 types of stress-provoking stimuli. Need. Need is a stressor. That's why a small kid, baby, cries. Hunger. Hunger. That is a stressor. Need money for shelter, for food. If you don't have that one, it's a stressor. We may not be experiencing, but look at that. In many other countries, Somalia, other places, stress, they are not able to even take care of their basic needs. And look at before Modi came to power. Oh, yeah. I'm giving a fact. Oh, somebody, if you think that, okay, I'm a Modi guy, no, I'm sharing a fact. In North India, many of them, they didn't have any toilet. So they used to open defecation. And the women, they used to go before sunlight in the dark or after sunset, open defecation. And guys used to grab them, rape them. Raping, that one is very common. And some people, they died from snake bite. So going for that need, that is for passing the motion itself, is a stressor. And that stressor, Modi was able to reduce or eliminate by constructing more than 10 crore toilets. Do you appreciate this one? If you appreciate, put A in the chat box. If you appreciate, okay, thank you, Vilhaji. That is a genuine, that is what? One of the biggest, anything else, more than that one, I give 100% credit, and everything goes to Modi for construction of those more than 10 crore toilets. If you don't have a toilet, imagine if your wife or your daughter, they have to go out for open defecation, and because of that, many women, they were not drinking enough water also, because during the daytime for peeing, so they develop urinary tract infection, dehydration, all these problems, giving a lot of stress. Modi was able to fix that one. Thank you, Ramadevi. Many people, they don't appreciate. Modi, Shangi. Yeah. Criticize. That's all people, many people are good at. Okay, Dr. Manoj, thank you. Then wants. Yeah. These days, you need a mobile phone. This is a need. It has become a need. It's not a luxury item. You need mobile phone and a smartphone. You have all the Google Pay, everything. mobile phone, everything digital. But do you need an iPhone which costs 1 lakh rupees? No, you can get a mobile phone for 5,000 rupees also. And if you have money, you can afford to then go ahead and buy. If you don't have the money, then again you want to buy iPhone, then you borrow money. Our children again, they want iPhone, and if the father doesn't get the iPhone, they commit suicide. Am I right? Because that want is a stressor. If I am right, put R in the chat box. Many youngsters, I read the newspaper every day, my dear friends. Every day I come across such news, I don't miss those news. Oh, I didn't get a bike. What by a BMW bike? Okay, that son commits suicide. Because it's a want. It has become a stressor. Thank you, Ram. Then a thought. A totally negative thought, worrying, unpleasant thought. For example, these days, the young guys, because I am in USA, I know that is here, guys who have come from India on H1B visa. I'm sure that some of you who read the newspapers may be aware of the fact. They come here on a H1B visa. After Trump now, he has made many changes in the policy. For new hire, $100,000 H1B visa. Renewal and all those things. And now again, those who have come to India, now they are not able to come back because now the appointment consulate, it takes 6 months or 1 year. They are stuck. So that is a stressor. And thought again, what will happen? Some of you might have bought a house also. So what will happen to my house? All these worries. They could have prevented. I usually tell these people, prevention stress buster, don't buy a house. I have been telling them always, not now, for many years, until you have a green card. Otherwise, your job insecurity is there. Some people, they listen. Some people, they don't listen. Those who don't listen, because stupidity virus. Stupidity virus. They don't listen. Then they suffer. I try my best. I'm a person, I always try to help others. Make them understand the risk. Then an incident, some event happening. Biological agent, COVID, during that time, it was highly stressful. I know that is one of my relatives. He was in Kerala, he's in Kollam. He didn't come out of his house. He didn't leave his house till he died for 4 years. He didn't attend the marriage of his granddaughter. Fear of COVID virus. His own son, who was around 50 years old, he died of heart attack. He didn't go for the funeral. His own son. I'm not kidding. Our Veerlakshmaji, he knows. So that is what there's so much of a stressor, COVID virus. Environment, yeah, weather, adverse weather again in USA also frequently. Now it is a winter time, snowing, snowstorm, freezing rain. That is stressor. What did I do when I used to work? I always used to listen to the weather. That is one thing you can do, or watch on the YouTube again, or the weather channel. Weather. Tomorrow it is going to snow. So, okay, I anticipate. At least 30 minutes before early, I get up and get ready, because to scrape the snow and all those things, and the road conditions are very slippery. So instead of driving at these 60 miles, I drive at 40 miles, safe, and I reach there on time. Otherwise, it will be stress. Okay, you get about now, 8 o'clock, work has started, patients are waiting, and you are late by some 30 minutes. You get it? Simple and easy way. That is a stress buster. You agree? That is what I used to do. So I preach what I practice. Who prevents a person from looking at the weather channel? Nobody prevents. Nobody. And prepare yourself. Thank you, Ramadevi ji. Not even once I was late by 1 second. whole year, every year when we have to submit a self-appraisal form, first sentence, 100% punctuality reporting for work, because they can verify. Because when you log onto the computer, stamp is there. In the office, hospital, the computer, the moment you log on, yes. So 100%, Danesh, 100% punctuality. Then disease, you know, different kinds of disease, and beliefs also. Yeah. വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങി അപ്പോഴാണ് ഒരു കറുത്ത പൂച്ച, black cat runs across the street and you are going for some important meeting or something like that. Oh, black cat, now stressor. Am I right? The superstitious beliefs. Now you are stressed. Are you the Rahugala? Stress. Yes. Many beliefs are also create a lot of stress. Five common symptoms of stress: headache, poor appetite, insomnia, that is sleeplessness, anxiety, and depression. Yoga and meditation work like air fresheners. They work like air fresheners. I will explain that one to make it crystal clear. Suppose inside your house, in the attic, there's a dead rat. How do you know there's a rat dead? After a couple of days, bad smell. How do you know there's a dead rat? So that will give you stress also. Smell. How do you deal? This is what some people do. What do they do? They go and get a air freshener, fragrance, and they spray that one. Yes, that smell is masked. Rat is there. That odor is not gone. But you are after 3 or 4 hours, that room freshener, it paints again the smell. And when 1 or 2 days, the rat is more and more decayed, more and more smell, and keep on spraying. That is what is yoga and meditation are doing. Right? Way is to remove that dead rat. That is the one which is causing that stressor. Remove that one. Instead of that one, spraying that one is not a solution. The same way, deal with the root cause. Now these guys, H1B visa, that job is gone. Do you think that sitting is one, yoga and meditation, do you think that that will take care of their stress? Do you think, Manojji, if you will it? No, right? Yoga and meditation, they are not going to fix the root problem. They have to find some other alternate job. Look at the tariff. What did Modi do? Again, I'm giving you a real life example. They increased the 50% tariff export of garments, export of shrimp. Came to a halt. They thought, okay, this guy will now immediately surrender. We will agree to opening up the agriculture market to genetically modified seeds and dairy industry. No, alternate path. Now we are exporting, instead of sending the goods to USA, to Europe, to African countries, to Switzerland and other countries. Last month, you look at the data, our export has gone up. Our export has gone up in spite of the fact there is this tariff that one. Otherwise, the Modi would have been depressed, and all these business people also will be depressed, anxious, stressor. That is stress buster. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. That is how that there it helps. That is that right thinking skill. That is many people, they don't have the thinking skill. Okay? Jayendra Saraswati, this one I closely watched. In 2004, he was arrested in connection with a the conspiracy, the alleged conspiracy, the murder of Shankar Raman in Kanjipuram temple. And he was in the jail for 60 days. And obviously yoga, meditation, everything he just learned. Vedas, Upanishads, okay. He had diabetes and high blood pressure. And he was taking medications, well controlled. The moment he went inside the jail, they continued the medications, but his diabetes control went out of the control. Blood pressure went out. This is yoga and meditation. Did they prevent or help? Manojji, I was closely following, and repeatedly they applied for bail on medical grounds. So that is another proof that is the yoga, meditation. No. When he was released from the jail, everything got better. So that stressor, root cause, when that one was removed, Ramadevi. Okay, thank you. So these are all solid facts. Life is hard. It is harder if you are stupid, especially for that bank manager, the teacher, that IPS officer. Stupidity. Life is hard. It will be more hard if you are stupid. Suicide rate among psychiatrists. This is very important. A high suicide rate among psychiatrists, 58 to 65 out of 100,000, 1 lakh. Compared with that of general population, 11 out of 100,000. Can you believe that one? Are you not surprised? Psychiatrists who claim that they know how to manage depression, how to treat it, and everything, and their suicide rate is very high. They are not able to manage their own stress. They are preaching. They are not able to practice any of those things. This is authentic data that is from the JAMA, Journal of American Medical Association, a very prestigious journal report. Is it a new information? If it is new, put N in the chat box. Believe me, because I spend a lot of time doing reading and research and to dig out. I hunt for data, hunting. That is how I am able to bring these things. Okay, thank you, Dineshi. Manojji. Ramadevi, thank you. Indecision perpetuates and aggravates stress. If people who are not able to, when there's a stressful situation, they don't know how to take a decision. A tariff hike. Indecision, if Modi not able to take a decision, what to do? That will perpetuate stress. Take a decision. For taking the decision, what do you read? What do you need? You don't need a PhD. You don't need any of those. All that is required is 3-4 skills. What are those skills? 4 skills. Whole brain thinking skills, how to think. Decision-making skills. Communication skills. And interpersonal skills. Do they teach any of these skills in the schools? If no, put N in the chat box. Do you learn any of these skills from formal education? You went to the college and did a +2 or pre-degree, and you went to a degree, you went to the Homeo college, homeopathy, and many people went to the medical modern allopathy. No. These things are skills are the most important. Did I learn from the formal education? No. Self-education. I came to know about the power and need for these skills after the age of 28. Then I started reading self-education. At that time, there was no internet. Now it is very easy. I had to go to the libraries, buy books. I empowered myself because of that one. Yes. Yes. When I had to face many stresses here, all this harassment, discrimination, employment related, I didn't run away. Whereas my own other Indian doctors who worked here, 4 doctors, they resigned their jobs. They ran away. I didn't. I fought. And people criticize, oh, do you think that you'll be able to fight and win against the federal government? You are stupid. They even call me stupid. Actually, they are stupid. A stupid person is calling another person stupid when they are. I won all the 5 cases because of my thinking skills, communication skills, decision-making skills, everything. I was not born with it. I am not a genius. I'm just an ordinary person. But these 4 skills, yes, I cultivated. Loving, caring, and trustworthy friends and relatives are the best stress busters. My dear friends, it is not the money. Money is a necessity. If you don't have loving, caring, and trustworthy friends, do you agree? So that is why I cultivate, I try to get as many friends as possible. Even this Manoj also, he knows that I talk to him at least 3 or 4 times. Am I right, Manojji? Yeah, that is, I'm trying to more friends. Daneshji also talk to. And that Sanal Kumar, many times, even Dr. B.S. Jayachandran. Why? I preach what I practice. That is a loving, caring, trustworthy friends. That is the real asset. That is first buster. You feel comfortable. If I have some problems, yeah, I have Sanal Kumar there. I can approach him. Otherwise, I'll be at a loss. What to do? That is a stress buster. That is a technique I'm giving. I told you simple and easy ways to build positive relationship. Cultivate thinking habit. Read more and think more. Read. What? What do you read? What should you read? Read books on self-development. If you don't have a lot of time, at least you read 5 quotations every day. Every quotation is packed with a lot of wisdom. Packed with wisdom. Easy way of getting wisdom, read quotations. And for every talk, I usually end up reviewing nearly 200 quotations. So in the past 5 years, I have given 250, hosted 250 webinars. 250 multiply with that 200. Multiply that on 50,000 quotations I have. Even before that, I have more than some 300 or 400 quotations, personal collection. Empower yourself. Quotations, lot of power. Simple way. Read them. That again, you record only 5 minutes. Don't tell me you don't have 5 minutes. Toilet. How you take your smartphone and read 5 quotations. So multitasking. Some input for your mind and some output also. Practical. Don't tell me I didn't share the tips and how to. Quotations. Read. Think more. Then listen well. Think well. Listening. Many people, they don't listen. Poor listeners. Watch attentively and think attentively. Children must be taught how to think. Your children, your grandchildren, teach them how to think, not what to think. Power of thinking. I hosted this webinar a few months back. It is there on the YouTube. You can learn many things about thinking. The greatest weapon against stress is the ability to choose one thought over another. Replace a negative thought with a positive thought. That you must know how to replace. Instead of sitting and worrying, oh, what will I do? What will I do? What will I do? You are not. Replace that one. Okay, if this happens, I will do that one. If this happens, I will do this one. Then that worry stops. Understood? If you are understood, put you in the chat box. You have to stop that worry. That is a meditation. You are meditating on a negative thought. That only is making you more and more miserable. Thank you, Manojji. Thank you, Sanojji. So, replace that one with a change that one. Positive thought. That is what. Okay, thank you, Jijinji. Okay, Ram Parvesh. It is not stress that kills us, it is our reaction to it. That reaction to stress is not response. You must learn how to respond, not how to react. How to react is, reaction is worrying. Responding is thinking and planning. For that, you need to develop that thinking skills. The truth is that stress doesn't come from your boss, your kids, your spouse, traffic jams, health challenges, or other circumstances. It comes from your thoughts about your circumstances. Do you agree? Put A in the chat box. Because whenever I come to India, I have to take 4 flights from my place to New York, from New York to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Delhi, this one to Trivandrum. And the connection in between, sometimes the flight may get delayed. And when they say delayed flight, I have seen many people, they immediately react. They keep on looking at that one. When will it come? When will it come? It is outside your control. Stop worrying about that one. And use that time productively. I used to immediately, okay, delayed, okay, 2 hours, okay. I will use that 2 hours. Every airport there is a bookshop. I usually go inside the bookshop and I browse through the journals, magazines and all those things. I read and I learn something more. Instead of feeling stressed. In any case, you cannot, what can you do? What can you do in meditating on that worrying thought? Do you understand? They keep on meditating on that worrying thought. Right. When you find yourself in stress, ask yourself question, will this matter in 5 years from now? If yes, then do something about the situation. If no, then let it go. I would say, ask this question, will it matter in 1 month, next month? Does it matter? Okay. The flight, okay, it is delayed. Airport, the flight is delayed. Will it matter next month? No. Why should I? Or will it matter after 1 year? No. Ask this question. Then stop worrying. You are unnecessarily stressing yourself. Do you agree? If you agree, I like that quote because that quote, I told you, I hunt for quotations. I read quotations. And I use quotations. Thank you, Ramadevi. Stress, anxiety, and depression are caused when we are living to please others. This is another big mistake. There is a here I don't see when I made some comments. I was not trying to please everybody. I know that is some of my comments. Some people won't like that one. I don't say something to just to please others. No. Try to live. Be honest. Your own feelings. If you try to please others, you'll be miserable. Have you heard many people say that? ഇത് കേട്ട 4 പേര് എന്ത് പറയും 4 പേര് ഈ 4 പേര് ആരൊക്കെയാണ് പേര് പറ ആരാണ് 4 പേര് ഗോപാലകൃഷ്ണനോ മറ്റേ രാമകൃഷ്ണനോ തോമസ് ആണോ ഇല്ല 4 പേര് invisible 4 people. You try to please others. That is a big stressor. Agreed? If you agree, put it in the chat box. I preach what I practice. I have shown in this seminar itself, I have shown in this webinar. I don't try to please others. Okay, Manojji. If you don't like what I said, that's fine. That is your problem, not my problem. It is not my problem. It is your problem. Something is wrong with your thinking. You are not able to appreciate a truth, a fact. Stress is largely self-inflicted. So the ability to manage stress effectively comes from managing oneself. Upcoming talks every Thursday, I give a talk on my platform. This Thursday it will be very funny. Humorous laws of life. Humorous laws of life. Some of you might have heard the Murphy's law, like that few laws. Then Asatyameva Jayade. I know that you have heard about Satyameva Jayade. In real world, no. In real world, just like I am saying that yoga and meditation are not stress busters, the same way Satyam Jaikinake Vallapodum Jaikum. Vallapodum. Jaikatilla Varayatilla. സത്യമായിട്ട് പോയിട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ജസ്വന്ത് വർമ്മ ഹൈക്കോടതിയിലെ ജഡ്ജി അങ്ങേരുടെ കയ്യിൽ കാശ് കൊടുത്ത് കോടി കൊടുത്ത് അവൻ ജയിക്കും. നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കും അവിടെ എവിടെ സത്യം അവിടെ ജയിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഉണ്ടോ? മനോജ്, യു ഹാവ് ഹേർഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ് ജസ്റ്റിസ് and he is not impeached. He is still there. He is continuing as a judge. What is this? What is this country? This guy is a fraud. 15 crores money. And he has done injustice. So there is no Satyameva Jayade. Are you convinced? If you are convinced, put C in the chat box. So Satyameva Jayade, yeah, I won 5 cases here because I am lucky. I won 5 cases because I was lucky. Okay, Ramadevi, lucky. That is why the other said you are stupid. Do you think that you will win by fighting against the federal government? Others commented because it's extremely difficult. Okay, the talk is over. Now we have another 5 minutes. So I welcome your questions and the comments. Time management. I know how to manage time.
Yes.
Right?
We are
Yeah.
also managing time beautifully in correct exact time, and 8:30 and 9:30. No let up. That's a specialty of IFPH. Time for discussion. Those who like to participate, please raise your hand, and you can have your own insights or doubts you can ask, please.
Okay,
Yes, Dr.
Ramadevi ji.
Yes, Dr.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Ramadevi ji, go ahead.
Sir, I know you practice what you preach. I'm just 101% sure. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you a lot, my brother. Please come again and again and inspire us. Okay.
And look at this one. This talk is very important, useful. How many people have shown up? Only 20. I'm sure that you must have sent the notification to how many, Manoj ji? 500 people or 1,000 people?
No. We have only limited because it's a continuous process. So everybody.
But how many people? And how many people do they get this about this webinar, today's talk? How many people from your email or the WhatsApp group?
We have around 8,000 viewers in YouTube.
But YouTube, what about the notifications about today's this one? How many people are aware that at 8:30 when Dr. Venugopal Reddiar is going to give a talk on stress versus? How many?
Maybe 1,000, sir.
Yeah, out of 1,000, only 20 people. Others are very busy.
Not 1,000, thousands.
Thousands. Others are all very busy. Very
Yes,
busy meditating and worrying and what to do and whether I should buy the rat poison or whether I should buy a rope to commit suicide. But they don't have the time to come and
we have groups in 65 countries, sir. 65 countries we have groups.
Right. So that is what, especially Malayalis. And I really appreciate those who have come, including Ramadevi ji and other people. There are senior people, many people. Yes, you value. You know that knowledge is power. That you are seeking knowledge. You are empowering yourself. But many people, they are not. They are so distant, sitting in front of the TV. Rahul Mangutathil endai. Trivandrathe mayor aaranu. Sri Lanka akande. And they argue and they spend all the time about who should be the mayor. It has no bearing on their personal life. This talk is going to help them about bettering their personal life. They don't have the time. Lack of interest. എന്നിട്ട് പറയും സ്ട്രെസ് ആണ് ടെൻഷൻ ആണ് കേട്ടോ എപ്പോഴും ജോലിയൊക്കെ വളരെ tension.
Yes, sir. Anyway, yes, sir. It's time to conclude our session, I think.
2 minutes more. You have 2 more minutes.
No, sir.
Yeah, 9:58. That is it. 1 more minute. Now 1 more minute. Go ahead.
Yes. So, Dr. Danesh, could you please express all of thanks, Dr. Danesh? Yes, please unmute. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Manoj, and as usual, Dr. Venugopal Reddiar sir has given a wonderful session. We all know that why people are not coming regularly, because we are uploading the videos of the very next day itself. That's the reason why most of the people watches it later. They can watch it as per their comfort. That's the reason why the number is reducing, not only for this session, but almost all session in English. And but the only exception is Malayalam. But even in Malayalam, we have only nearly 50 to 80 or 90 maximum. So the reason is that nearly to more than 2,000 to 3,000 persons visit and watch our YouTube channel regularly. So That's
Just a minute, Dinesh. I check sometimes about your YouTube channel and I look at the number of people who watch, and sometimes it only some 30 people, sometimes 50 people, sometimes 200. So it is not. It is not a big number of people are watching, and some people they watch only for 10 minutes. That's it, not the whole session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shall
It
we
can happen.
conclude? Yes,
It all
please,
depends.
Ganesh, please conclude.
Yes, sir. It all depend upon the person's interest, and not because we are not forcing anyone to watch and give comments upon our sessions. Anyway, and congratulations to Dr. Venugopal sir for giving such a wonderful session in this evening, and those who attend the session in this evening. Thank you once
Yes.
again.
That's all for today's English edition. Hope you will be back again tomorrow. Till then, goodbye. And Dr. Mariamma John to continue the program in Malayalam. Thank you.